Okay, so I don't know where you are in your hair growth journey, but I guarantee you're gonna get at least one thing out of this video about hair. Okay, so let's get to it. What I thought is I'd create one video to show y'all my hair care routine from start to finish. Now, you may be in a growth phase, a maintenance phase, a repair phase, but pay close attention and save this because you are going to get something out of it. I've been there and done that with all the disastrous cuts and colors, and I've accumulated a lot of knowledge over the years, plus I interview professionals. My first tip for a healthy hair care routine, I'm going to start from washing. So let's call that tip number 1. We wash. So why is shampoo so important? It's very important because you are removing all of the excess oils and sebum from your scalp to create a beautiful bed or a bedrock to allow your hair to grow, to be clean, to be healthy. But it's also very important for another reason. We've got to remove all the excess oil, but we don't want to remove all of the oil. You don't want to have a dry scalp. So that's why you always need a good professional shampoo. So my hair care routine usually consists of a Pureology, a Briogeo maybe. I actually repaired my hair years ago from using the L'Oreal, the quinoa protein infused. So you have options. Do your research, and if you don't get anything out of this video, get this. You got to use what works for your hair type. My hair and my sister's hair, completely different. In fact, my hair from everybody in my whole family is completely different. So you got to use the shampoo that works for you. Here's some info about good professional shampoo. When it's doing its thing and removing all the excess oil and sebum on the first shampoo, you're not going to see a lot of lather. When you buy the drugstore shampoos and people say, oh, I like the Aussie or the Pantene, and I'm just naming a few drugstore brands. I don't use them, of course, but I have tested the Aussie and oh my, it was scary. You're going to get a lot of suds and lather. That's because of the chemicals that they put in there. That's why it's so inexpensive. They will beef it up with chemicals to make you feel like you're getting these lathery suds. That's actually not good. On the first one, like when you're using a Kevin Murphy, an 11 Australia Pureology, you're not going to get a lather. On Australia 11, I barely get any lather at all on the first one. So when do we stop? We stop when we know our scalp is clean. How do we know our scalp is clean? When you're using a professional product, on the second shampoo, you're going to get a nice lather. How much shampoo should we be using? We're still on point 1, by the way. You see this here in Pureology? Do you see that logo? This is the one beef I have with Pureology. Please make this a different color. I love all your products. Please make this a different color. This is even smaller than a quarter. This is how much you should be using on a good professional product. Somebody had written me, oh, it's so expensive to buy these. It actually is not, because it's so concentrated, you're using less product. Let's go to number 2. So this will depend on what stage you are in your hair journey. This is the masking. Now, masking and conditioning, they can be used both in the same routine, or they can be swapped out. I do like conditioner. I know a lot of people say, just go for the mask. It's a supercharged conditioner. I actually like doing the following. When I'm in the reparative stage of my hair, and this is what I recommend for other people, and I've been through this myself, I like to mask up once a week. So I like to wash my hair about 2 to 3 times a week. If I need that extra moisture from damage, what is damage? Your hair is dry and brittle. There's holes in it, okay? So we want to make sure that it's moist. We want to keep the hair moist so it doesn't break off. I would be masking once a week. When you get into maintenance, you can go like every other week, once a month even, when you reach that pinnacle. I'm going to tell you what works for me. I like using a mask probably every other wash. Now, I do interchange it with conditioners, and my absolute favorite trick for me is to shampoo, and then when my hair is nice and clean and ready to receive the following product, I will go ahead and mask it up, and I find it soaks it up so beautifully. I leave this on for a few minutes every mask has different instructions. I wash it off, and then I love to seal in that moisture with a conditioner. That's just what works for me. Okay, so how much of a mask or conditioner should we be using? And to follow up with the shampooing, when you are shampooing your hair, it is when you're rinsing it out, it's falling on the lengths of your hair. So that's why you don't need to shampoo the lengths of your hair, and it'll also dry out your hair. You guys, these are just like commonsensical things. So obviously you're not adding shampoo here. You're using that small amount that I showed you for a double shampoo, and then you are masking. I like to mask literally from the ears down. Some masks will say go root to tip. 11 Australia says go root to tip, and I have never had a problem with that, and my hair is on the finer side. I would most definitely follow the instructions. And also 10 minutes for me is like the pinnacle of leaving on a mask. Now, when it comes to Olaplex number 3, which is the next product I'm going to show you, or a bond repair type product, I have a little bit of a different opinion on that. So what's the deal with bond repairs? I just have a cute one here from Olaplex 3 that I got this from Sephora for like 100 points. So whenever you see this, grab it, guys. You could use a K18, any kind of bond repair. When I was repairing my hair, I was literally using this once a month, very steadily. Now I only use this every time I get my hair colored, and this is how I do it. I only color my roots. I don't bleach my hair. I just use color, regular color. I don't even use high lift anymore. And then again, that range will depend on the brand that you're utilizing. But anytime you color your hair, you are drying it out. Even though my hair feels amazing after I get it colored because my stylist uses high grade products, the first wash after my color, so 6 to 8 weeks, I wet my hair, and I go in with a bond repair treatment like an Olaplex 3. So here's where it differentiates from that 10-minute mark. Olaplex says that you need a 10-minute minimum, but it stops working at 30 minutes, and it also stops working when there's no more moisture in your hair, aka your hair needs to be wet for this to work. So here's how I like to do it. I wet it, make sure that it's wet with a spray bottle. I'm not sticking it under a tap. Then I apply this and I leave it on for 30 minutes to why not get the maximum benefits? I mean, people say they don't like the pre-shampoo. I love it. You're not going into the shower and coming out. I'm sitting here editing or I'm doing work, and I leave this on for 30 minutes. You go in the shower, you shampoo twice as per regular, and then I always condition afterwards. Some people do a condition or a mask or both. This for me, you go bond repair, you go shampoo, you go condition, and this is what I do every 6 to 8 weeks after color. Okay, so we've now washed our hair, we've conditioned our hair, we've masked our hair. This is my specific routine. I grab 100% cotton t-shirt, okay, my blondie, I love this one, and I wring out all the excess water. Once all that excess water is wringed out and I feel like my hair is not soaking wet, immediately I go for my Pureology leave-in conditioner. Why do I do this? Well, because I need to replenish all of the moisture that I just washed out. This is such an important step. This is life-changing. This is a life-changing product. It's very good. Not sponsored by them, not sponsored by anything here. It has 21 essential benefits, guys, but the key is it's a leave-in conditioner. It has heat protection, it has moisture, it has so many other benefits, but the key here is, everybody, it's just a leave-in conditioner. And does it help with detangling? It does, but I like to add in a little bit more. Now, I have swapped out my Olaplex 6 for this. I used to use my Olaplex 6 leave-in. Now I use the bonding style cream from Sally's because it's a lot lighter. The Olaplex 6 is an amazing product, but it's very concentrated and it's just too much for me. So I need this extra power for detangling. I then grab my brushes and I detangle my hair. I love using my wet brush, and then I also have a tangle teaser, and sometimes I use my coconut infused fine tooth comb. So definitely you need to have some good brushes in your routine. Once I've brushed it out, Here's my next bestie. It's my microfiber hair wrap, and I wrap my hair up in this while I do my skincare and my body care. But guys, you don't want to have your hair wet for a long period of time. I literally don't leave it up there for more than 10 minutes. Okay, so we've detangled our hair and now it's time for a blast blow dry. This is what I always do, everybody. I do a blast blow dry and I put on a dedicated heat protector from Redken. This is my favorite, the jelly. So this is a great tip for protecting your hair. And then in the midst of the blow dry, I grab the Olaplex 7 bonding oil and I just go 3/4 down. I don't go mid-lengths down. I really want to focus on the ends. Yes, this has heat protection, but it's just going to seal in all of that moisture. And I like to do it in the midst of my blast blow dry. That's just what works best for me. And this is so lightweight, you won't even feel it in your hair. So after that, I'm literally putting my hair in a French twist, a claw clip, a bun, and I am leaving it alone. There's no heat styling here. There's nothing of that nature at all. So now that we've gone through all the cleansing process, which I do about twice a week, what do I do during the week? And this is why I have this here. Okay, this is literally one of my favorite products. It's the Blondie Life Brilliant Glow Brightening Oil from Joico. No affiliation, but a fantastic product. And this is a smart release technology. It's a serum-like oil, okay? And so how I maintain my hair in between the washes, I oil my ends. This is what I do every night because I sleep with my hair up. So I sleep with my hair in a pineapple bun during the evenings. I'm going to show you some accessories that I use for that. And before I go to bed, I just oil this. I don't like to oil in the mornings. That just doesn't work for me. I like to oil in the evenings. And then in the morning, when I take out my hair from my pineapple bun, then I feel like it has a nice body, smoothness, texture. Very important tip. I grabbed these from like a Dollar Tree, dollar store. It's the baby claw clips and a satin scrunchie, which I've had for years. This is my favorite one. You can use like a velvet, a satin, whatever works best for your hair. It's not one size fits all. When someone's trying to sell you something very, very specific, you have to understand they're just trying to sell you that product. I'm telling you, grab something that really works for your hair. Okay, and then I've got one more thing to share for just maintaining my hair throughout the week. I don't always do this, but if I have somewhere to be, I will definitely grab my dry texture spray from 11 Australia. Again, a very good brand, a professional brand. So I can't recommend, I don't know, dry texture sprays from the drugstore because I haven't tried them. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not, but I can definitely recommend this one because tried and true. And then if I want a little bit more volume, so it's a dry texture spray. It's not a dry shampoo. I don't put anything on my roots. What this does is it'll also like hold the shape that I want, and that's it. So that's my entire hair care routine from wash day to, I guess, next wash day we would call it. So that's the cycle, the wash week routine. Like I said, I wash a minimum twice a week, excluding when I get my roots done. Like I said, I like the oils to really gather up there, so I will let it go a few extra days and then I will come in with my bond building treatment. So once again, you want to use your common sense and implement some of the strategies, some of the products that I mentioned. Not the exact product, but the product type is what I would recommend. Implement them depending on where you are in your hair care journey. Is it repair? Is it maintenance? Is it growth? But if you start implementing these right now, what I will guarantee is that you will start to see positive change. Just make sure to grab the products that are for your specific hair type. And I'm going to leave you all with this. There's only 3, everybody. Got the super fine hair, the medium hair, and then the really thick and textured hair. So that's what I mean. And then if you color your hair, I would just make sure that the product always says safe for colored hair. Once you start using professional products, you will see that they will say safe for colored hair. In fact, I don't remember ever encountering a professional product that that didn't have that label on there. Just be cognizant of that, be aware of that. If there's something really specific that you want to know, since I just went through my overall routine, I may have missed something that you had an inquiry about, let me know, and I may have lived through it. So I may have some useful tips for you. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next one. See you soon.